Hey guys, welcome back to the Charismatic Nerd. So today we're gonna have an honest conversation about death. Honestly, death is kind of a taboo subject in the West. No one really talks about it on a personal level. They'll talk about it in the sense that, oh, so-and-so passed away, or so-and-so celebrity passed away. And that's pretty much it. Or, in the news, 100,000 people have perished due to starvation, war, or whatever. Yet, we all know that we're going to die, but when we talk about death, we never relate it on a personal level with ourselves. And to be quite honest, that's actually a big problem, because when you don't consciously understand your own death, your own mortality, at that deep personal level where you know you too are going to die, where you know that you're gonna look up at the sky for the last time and close your eyes and then disappear for eternity, never looking back, never having the chance to live your life again. Like, we don't consciously really talk about death on that level, but at the same time, that's what's actually needed in your life. Now, I'm not trying to be scary and spooky or being new age spirituality, but I'm just being brutally honest in the fact that you are going to die. You are going to be looking back at your life and having to deal with the uncomfortable emotions of whether you lived a life that was honest to you or you lived a life that was just a blatant lie. And reading a lot of existential philosophy and existential psychology, one of the things they keep bringing up is death, understanding that you are going to die. Because when you understand that, it really brings more clarity into your life. Actually, it brings merciless clarity, because when you know that your time is limited, when you know that your once in a universe shot at life is dying day by day, by second, hour by hour, whatever, it really brings into question if whether you're living a life that you enjoy, you're living a life where you have great friends or great family relationships. It forces you to ask those questions. Yet when you ignore death, it's so easy to just follow the trend or just consume social media. Really just following any distraction that it stops you from facing those tough questions. And coming from me, I've wasted 10 years of my life, I think from 17 to 26, I've wasted. I was timid, cowardly, I didn't stand up for myself, and I really didn't have much clarity in my life. And, going through therapy, resolving my issues, blah, 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 it really dawned on me that those 10 years I can never get back. Those 10 years of, being stupid, and dumb during that age, making those dumb mistakes, from 18 to 22 and whatnot. I can't do that. I can't do that anymore. I can't have that experience. It's gone. And it's devastating in the sense that you can't build a time machine to fix that. But that being said, understanding that I lost those 10 years of my, young adulthood, I'm able to go into my 30s and live with that passion and zest and really just challenge myself the way that I want to. If I'm having issues with any family relationships, I'm not afraid to stand up for myself. Or if someone's disrespecting me in a social relationship, again, I'm not afraid to stand up for myself. Also, when it comes to my goals and whatnot, I can just go head on and chase them. Not caring whether I make it or not, but just knowing that I put a full effort. Anyways, I'm blabbing on. But the point I'm trying to say is that when you consciously understand your death, you get clarity about where you want to go in life. You get clarity on what you actually want. Like, for example, a lot of people have crappy friends, or I don't even want to use the term friends, but acquaintances, where just because they hung out with that person a few times, they think they're friends. But in reality, the person takes forever to respond, the person ghosts them, or just whatever, but if you were conscious of your life ending, would you tolerate that? No, you wouldn't. If you were conscious of your death, would you tolerate a shitty boss? No. You'd make serious efforts to find a job. The thing is, life is slipping by you by the second. And it's your responsibility in deciding what you're gonna do with your life. And with that responsibility, you also have to remember that it's on you to remember that you're gonna die. And now I understand, it's scary, it's too much work, but at the same time, with your very valuable once in a universe shot at life, you should treat it with the utmost seriousness that you need to do whatever it takes to really unleash that passion for life, your potential, or whatever it is that you need to live that life that you always want. And if we're being honest, being also, passively consuming content on social media is not living a great life, or having a lackluster social life is not living a great life, or having a lackluster dating life is not living a great life, or having a life where there is this very routine and a lack of variety. That is not a great life. Yet millions, if not billions of people go on living that type of life, not questioning it once. And the reason why they don't question it is because they don't think they're gonna die. Death is some myth that, it's so hard to believe. But you have to understand that you are going to die. That's a fact. It's scary. We don't know what's on the other side. That's just a reality. With that being said though, you can take advantage of life right now and live it to the best of your ability. When you know you're going to die, would it make sense to act like a coward or be that courageous individual? When you know you're going to die, would it make sense just to do the same thing with the same people and whatnot? Or add a little more variety, take a little more risks? At the end of the day, you're gonna die, and when you're on your deathbed, or if you're lucky enough to be on your deathbed and you're looking back at your life, it's either gonna be one where you're proud of the journey and the ups and downs, or one of massive disappointment where you realize that you never truly lived the way you want, right? Now, again, I'm not gonna, blab on and whatnot. I think I've done that enough already, but to really get an essence of death and that experience, well, not the exact experience, but just even an essence of it, you should read The Death of Ivan Ilyich by Leo Tolstoy. It's a very short book. I think it's just over 200 pages, but it really sums up the fact that a man realizes that he's going to die, and he has to accept that notion that he lived a life that was never true to him. And when you read it, you feel the anguish and the emotional roller coaster that it is. And you want to read that book so you don't make that same mistake and be in that same spot. All right? So again, guys, remember, you only have this one shot at life. So if you have shitty friends, go find new ones. If you have a shitty job, go find a new one. If your family's treating you poorly, decide to cut them off or move on, whatever it is. I'm not giving you the answers, but what I'm saying is use death to your advantage to bring the clarity that you need in life. All right, guys, that's it for today. I pretty much blabbed on more than I should have. But other than that, show me some love, like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my email list where you get weekly newsletters. And guys, remember, you're not just any type of nerd, you're a charismatic nerd.